Nearly $1.6 billion in 2007. Among the 116 banks that received tens of billions in taxpayer bailouts, nearly $1.6 billion was paid in salaries, bonuses, and other perks for 600 bank executives in 2007. Take, for example, let's break down the numbers and let you see some faces here. Goldman Sachs, for instance, CEO Lloyd Blankfein earned $54 million in compensation. Goldman Sachs got a $10 billion government bailout. Let's look at Merrill Lynch, the CEO there, John Thain. Well, he topped all corporate bank bosses, earning $83 million. Merrill Lynch got $10 billion in bailout money. Adrienne Carter is a finance editor with Business Week. No billions behind her salary, but a lot of knowledge on these guys. And let's talk about Thain here, because he did not work the entire year, right? He got a huge signing bonus up front.
He came in at late 07, got a huge signing bonus, a huge swath.
$15 million
$15 million signing bonuses. And he was actually expected to get a bigger bonus and decided to demur and give it up. But he got a huge swath of stock options.
Why are we just hearing about this? I mean, the $700 billion bailout was debated. We had all of the drama of whether it would be passed. Why are we just hearing some of these numbers now?
You're starting to see them now because people are starting to file in their SEC filings. They have to file exactly what they got, what sort of perks, the country club memberships, the free drivers, and so they have to disclose all that. And so that's why you're starting to see all this come out and starting to see a whole collective against the backdrop of the bailout. It looks pretty bad.
These are from 2007. Will we see this kind of thing 2008, or is it a new day, like it is for the rest of Americans who have to cut back? Is it a cutback time for these people?
You're seeing some cutbacks. So Goldman Sachs has said they're going to give up their bonuses and just take their salaries in the coming year. But the question is how much of it is a token, because a lot of what they've been saying is that they need this sort of money to retain talent, and that they can't bring in the executives they need if they can't offer them really high salaries.
Which is interesting, because they're saying, okay, listen, 50 million, 80 million, we need to pay this man or woman this to retain this top talent, but they're failing. Or at least someone within the company is failing, hence the reason they need a bailout. So what are you paying them for?
Well, that's
and I'm not jumping on you. I'm just intense about this.
Well, that's the irony of it all, and that's what I think politicians are coming back at, is that these guys are the same guys who made the problems, who created this mess, and we're dealing with the problems. We're dealing with 50% down in our 401ks. We're getting very little salary increases, and yet these guys are still getting big take home.
I have a physical reaction every time I mean, like in my stomach. It really just.
I think everyone does. I think it's tough.
Wow. All right, Adrienne. Thank you very much for the smile on your face.